Welcome to Gudha Education Hub. This is Zia Mohit Khan this side from Gudha International School, Gudha Gorji, Jhunjhunu, Rajasthan, India. And once again I'm with you with a fresh new video, the part second of the chapter On the Face of It, written by Susan Hill. This chapter, dear student, is actually one act play. One act play means a drama which comes to an end within one act. So there are certain scenes in this drama, but this is largely a one act play. In this play there are two people. One is Mr. Lamb and another is Derry. Lamb is amputated, his one leg is blown off in a war, during a war, and Derry is a 14-year-old child who is having one side of his face burnt with acid. Both are conversing with each other, both are talking with each other, and their talking brings out the philosophy of human life, the philosophy and the difference of personalities. Which kind of personalities might be in the human world? Two kinds of personalities might be there. One is introvert personality, another is extrovert personality. One is very receptive or very engaging or very welcoming personality. Another is a very isolated personality which is completely unsocialized. So Derry is unsocialized and Lamb has been presented as a very social human being in this chapter. So both are engaging in a discussion. Lamb is talking to the little boy who is Derry, and Derry does not actually want to agree with the opinion of Lamb. Derry says that you are afraid of me. Mr. Lamb says that I do not fear anybody. Why should I be fearful of you? Then Derry says that not only you, the entire world is fearful of me. Whenever somebody is having a look at me, he or she is fearful. They become completely worried. They are fearful of me as and when they are having a look at me. Lamb says that this is your misunderstanding. Nobody is fearful of you. You are just a little boy. Then he says, I'm not a small boy. I'm not a little boy. Tell me my age. He says you must be around 13 years of age. Derry says, no, you are incorrect. You are wrong. I am 14-year-old. Yes, you might be 14-year-old, but still you are a boy. You are a young boy, and why people should be fearful of you? He says because he is having one side of his face burnt with acid. That is why people are fearful of him. Then Lamb says that that is not a criteria of fear of people. Yes, this is your own criteria about your own self. You think people are fearful of you. You must have heard the story of the Beauty and Beast. Derry says, yes, I have heard the story that there was a beast and a beautiful damsel fell in love with him and she kissed onto his face, and that beast turned into a beautiful prince, and thereafter they lived a very happy life together. He said, yes, you know these things, but still Derry says that my opinion is still firm that people are fearful of me. Had I been in the position of the beast, I would not have started liking the young girl, because I do not like people. I would not like to kiss anyone. I would not like to be kissed by a beautiful girl. And then Lamb says that, and if you want to kiss someone, he says, no, nobody would allow me to kiss, because my own mother does not like to kiss me. Even if when she kisses me, she kisses on that part of the face which is not burned. The fair face, the fair side of the face is appreciated by her. That is why she kisses me on that side of the face, not on the ugly side of my face. That is why I do not like even to be kissed by my own mother. But then Mr. Lamb gives Derry an example that if you are running from the world, and if you want to hide yourself from the entire world, you hide inside a room, then also you cannot save yourself. He gives him the description of a story when somebody did not like the world. He was fearful of each and everything. He was fearful that he might slip on a peel of on a peel of banana peel, and the people might laugh at him. So he was having this fear that lest people should not laugh at him. He had another fear that if he moving on the road, some moving truck might run over him and he might die over there. So he was fearful of every small thing in life. That is why he got himself isolated, locked himself inside a room, and he stayed only on his bed. Then Derry asked Lamb a question. Did he survive? What happened then? He said that there was hanging, Lamb said there was hanging a very big piece of painting overhead onto the wall where the boy was sitting on the bed. One day the painting fell down from its place and it struck right onto the head of the boy, and he died inside his house onto his own bed. This story has a message. The message is this, that death cannot be stopped. When it comes, it will definitely come. What we can do, we should finish and we should do as many good works in our life as possible in this limited period of time, because when death comes, it will definitely come, and it cannot be stopped anyhow. Even if you get yourself locked inside 7 locks, you cannot save yourself. So in this way, Derry and Lamb were having a discussion. Then Derry asked Lamb how your one leg was blown off. He said that this happened during a war. Did you feel any kind of pain? Yes, I felt pain at that time, but now there is no pain at all. Now this is a tin leg, and tin does not give me any kind of pain. Yes, when the season changes, when there is a winter season, then I definitely feel some sort of pain in my leg, but rest of the things are fine. Then Derry asked Lamb, how does he manage to pull or to break the apples? Because he cannot climb upon the trees. He says that I have a ladder which I use to bring down the apples. Yes, if you like, you can help me. Then Derry says that even if I want to help you, I cannot, because I am staying here with you without the permission of my mother, and I will have to go back home. I will have to take permission, then I will have to come back. He says, then your house is not far away. 2 miles you can run. You do not have a tin leg. You can run quite easily. Go back your home and you can come back easily. He says, nobody will allow me to come back here. Then Lamb says that it is you who does not want to come back here. Nobody can stop you if you are desirous to come back here. See me here. I stay here. I mix up with so many people. People come and go, but I stay here. There is no problem. The gate is always open. If you are making 101 excuses, they are just excuses just because of you. There is no excuse if you are willing to do certain work. Derry says that people hate me. Lamb says nobody hates you, or even if somebody does, it should not affect you, because it is your life. Until and unless you do not let people hate you, people cannot hate you. Then Derry gives an example that I was walking by a marketplace, and there were 2 women which walked past him, and one was giving a comment to another, what a horrible face is this, what a horrible thing is this, this boy can only be loved by his mother alone. So Lamb says, did you hear only this much? There might be certain chances that her intention might be something different. Or do you hear everybody talking like this only? Don't you think that other people might have other opinion too about you? He says, no, when I was discharged from the hospital, I came back home. Some woman was sitting in our house, and she was saying that he should have stayed inside the hospital only, among the people who are just like me, the same burnt faces. So Lamb says it means the blind people should live with other blind people. Burnt faces people should live with other people who are having the same burnt faces. And ugly people with ugly people only. and less intelligent people or foolish people with foolish people only, which kind of a society will it become if this kind of a society emerges out, if this kind of a society comes out in the world? He says, yes, you are right. This is not possible. So steadily, suddenly, the mentality, the personality, the mentality, the approach of little boy Derry starts shifting to other side. Then he says that I will definitely come back, and he moves out of the apple garden of Mr. Lamb. He goes to his house, he runs down there, and he tells his mother about this old man who lives in a crab apple garden, who owns this crab apple garden, where there are no curtains even inside his house, and this kind of a house he himself wants to live in. He tells this thing to his mother, and his mother says that I know that man, and he does not have any kind of relationship with you. So why should you go back to him? Which kind of a relationship is there between you and him? I will not allow you to go back there. He says that the old man, Mr. Lamb, tells many stories. He tells many good things which I want to listen. And I have my own life, and I have my mentality completely changed now. His mother says, whatever stories you want to hear, you must stay here and you must listen those stories here only. You are not allowed to go back to that old man in his orchard of apples. But the little boy is adamant to go back. He goes out of the house, slamming the door behind him, and he runs towards the apple garden of Mr. Lamb. He reaches over there, and before he reaches over there, Mr. Lamb brings out one ladder, wooden ladder, and he places it, positions it onto a tree, and he starts plucking apples one by one. Then the branches shuffle, and accidentally Mr. Lamb falls down, and he becomes unconscious. He is either unconscious or he is dead. When Derry reaches his garden, he does not listen the voice of Mr. Lamb. He only finds him lying beside the ladder, and he cries very much. He starts weeping, Mr. Lamb, Mr. Lamb, Mr. Lamb, but the Mr. Lamb does not respond to his voice. However, Mr. Lamb has been presented in this drama as dead. It has been given a suggestion that he is actually dead, but still he has brought a very big change in the personality, in the life of Derry, who was having some other sort of thinking earlier before meeting Mr. Lamb. But after meeting Lamb, after a discussion with Mr. Lamb, his mindset is completely changed. His thinking has drastically changed, and now he is having a very different kind of approach towards life. So dear students, the part second on the face of it and the last part of it you must have appreciated. I suppose complete the question and answers given at the end of the chapter. I will attach one PDF copy also. With these words, this is Zia Mohit Khan from GIS. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.